Hey, yo, it's four young kings just sitting and chilling because we rather count money instead of your opinions.
Welcome to another episode of Your Opinion Don't Count. It's the Monday Mashup. It's your boy, currently original.
It's Dan, the man.
It's Detox, and we got sitting here with us.
Executive producer.
Bingo.
I mean,
Why you trying to
I
steal
mean,
somebody shine, bro?
not a member of the YODC family.
It's the Instagram and the Twitter guy.
This is his first appearance on the show.
The brains.
The brains.
I wouldn't say all that.
The bronze.
Brains.
I wouldn't say all that.
Yeah. It's Kev.
Just Kev.
Just Kev. Just black and proud. On that Malcolm X shit.
Oh, two y'all black, bro. What you talking about?
He feels like, he on that light skin shit. Feel like Drake right now, right?
God damn.
Sing some shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Do you write
I
your
mean,
shit, though?
You gotta be proud, dog. You gotta represent.
This shit, but I write my own shit. Then you know that.
Spit something right quick.
No.
That's them butterflies getting dim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all hear what I spit right at the beginning of this fucking episode. So,
I don't remember. You remember?
yeah, well, there's four young kings just sitting and chilling. And we rather count money instead of your opinions.
Okay.
Flames.
I mean, 2 lines. Okay.
We call it rap now, I guess.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
And hey,
That's
guess
cool.
what?
I mean, you could say some words and start mumbling some shit.
Hold on. And
That works. Yo.
if that offended anybody, that makes me a battle rapper.
That's
So
a
this
fact.
weekend,
Facts.
YODC family being to an event
Podfest 2020.
Yep.
Yeah.
in Orlando. How was that?
It was a situation, man.
It was dope. Some
It was
wonderful
what,
people.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yep. 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
It's pretty nice. We get to see a lot of information, get to hear a lot of people speak and stuff like that. Some people in some very well off circles that
Like She Bang. Shout out to
Was
yeah, I
William
see that.
Shout out to William Hung.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but
yeah, we met.
Nigga was
I
lit too
seen
in
the
his
photos.
in his Easter suit too.
Yeah,
nigga.
bro. We met William Hung, the American Idol sensation.
phenomenon.
Sensation.
Would you consider him a legend now though?
Who did?
yeah,
Because of that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yo,
The-
she bang,
He-
dog.
Bro, he wanted a music career. He had, a semi-music career. I guess it worked out for him.
Yeah, that shit was legendary.
He did the Ricky Martin, she bang.
Yeah, he
Hey.
did that better than
Yeah.
Ricky Martin.
Ooh,
Oh, I know about all that.
That's how I feel, bro. When he did she bang, you felt that dog pause. You just was like, you was with him. Ricky Martin, you just, when he do it, you like, you bang when he bang.
Well, y'all
that's
can
a DP.
check out the Instagram or the Facebook page. We got pictures up. We got pictures up.
We got a little photography, going on.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So what else y'all see when y'all was out there?
I mean,
Know what I mean?
you get to see stuff like
Yo.
some equipment stuff.
Yeah.
It is a lot of like people there helping with marketing and just helping you sustain your podcast.
Yeah.
Getting it to reach out to more people.
In all honesty though, the people you meet, like the people that you met individually, not trying to sell you some shit, it was like the highlights of everything. Because there's some really like genuinely nice people who's out there, like ready to help you. You know what I mean? Just willing
Out
to
the
do some shit.
podcast.
Yeah, at the
Ooh.
expo.
Yeah.
So that shit legit, bro.
Yeah,
Alright.
we met this group. They had a booth out there, the Black Pod Collective, BLK, if you want to look it up. Yeah, BLK Pod Collective.
That's the dripping.
Nah,
no,
I've seen
no.
people.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, blkpodcollective.com. You can check that out. They working with also helping people with their podcasts and
Yeah.
stuff based out of Atlanta.
All right. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's a cool little thing helping people about, what kind of tools and stuff to get.
Basically educating you, giving you a guideline. You know what I mean?
kind of help you, go around the mistakes that a lot of people have starting up.
I think their first show's gonna be in April. She said.
Yeah, the first
In April?
podcast.
Yeah,
They have a blog and stuff already.
Yeah.
We meet a lot of people that ain't even like they got some audio stuff, but they ain't even like out yet, like in terms of like video or
Yeah.
or whatever.
I guess they still stick into the main podcast, just
Podcast.
audio. You know what I mean?
All right, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Well, we met this this Asian guy. What's his name?
I think his name was. Let me get it real quick.
John? Is it John? No, not John.
What's the name of the show though?
Take This Cup. Is the
Take
name
This
of
Cup.
the show, which is
Really?
a dope play on
Yeah, it's about three Catholics. They sitting down having conversation and they having drinks and stuff like that. So I mean, if that's something you're into, you can check that out too. Take This Cup podcast. You can find it on Podbean.
Yeah, and I think they talk about some of the drinks they drinking as well. So
Okay.
the whole play on words of Take This Cup. Like, you know, if y'all for all the religious folks, you know, you do communion and then the little scripture when they be like, take this cup and yada
Yeah.
yada. So
I
thought that was dope. How they did that.
I heard you talking to him about it. I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, like you haven't. I know you been in a church in your early life.
But that's like Baptist church stuff.
Nah, I ain't
No,
gonna
that's
do the same thing.
No, that's what I went to. Baptist church like growing
So
up.
yeah, they ain't not communion in that.
So there's a
Nah,
holy
they got none
podcast.
of
It's
the
a
same-
spiritual
no,
podcast.
No, he like him and his brothers like Catholic.
Okay. All right.
And the podcast they do is like just having conversations, things like that, and they also drink. And then in the scriptures, like when you do communion, they'd say like when you go before you drink the blood, you would go. Well, I say that like that because it's wine for the non-religious folks. And you
Or
go to
grape
drink the
juice
blood.
for the kids.
When you go to drink the blood, they say take this cup. What he says, do this in remembrance of
Yes,
me.
me,
Just what
yeah.
Jesus is telling the
Well,
peeps them.
well, in Catholic church, even kids just drink the wine.
For real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, so take this cup is like from the scripture basically, and so I like how they did that.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. So
Yeah.
definitely go check them out. They're on
At
Podbean.
13 when you get communion, that's when you start drinking the wine.
But I went to church with you guys like years ago. Like we still freaking really young. That's what on Shirley Street.
Yeah, Shirley Street, yeah.
Yeah, I went to church and I was like, what the fuck? This is so weird. You gotta kneel down and say some shit, and then the incense and say some shit, and then you gotta drink and say some shit. I was like, that's a lot of saying some shit. Like you, it's like a fucking
Yeah,
ceremony, like
that'd be
a
a-
magical.
It's a
It's like a
ceremony.
magical ceremony.
Teach y'all
Be a
summon some
ritual
shit.
there.
Yeah, like you about to get a skill upgrade or some
Yo.
shit. For real.
Yeah, yo,
Oh.
skill upgrade.
Oh. Yeah, but then we had this last group that, like, people that we really...
Wait. Before them,
Okay.
21st Men.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
21st Men.
Men.
Based in Jacksonville.
Based- yeah.
It is a podcast about you have black and, well, men of color versus non-men of color.
Mixed
sit-
nuts.
They
Pause.
sit... they sit down and they have the tough conversations, you know, of the racial
Yeah,
variety.
so it's pretty dope.
So you can check that out too, the 21st Man. Yeah, it's pretty dope. We hope to, you know, go and have some conversations with them, you know, up in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, that ain't far.
Yeah.
What you call not far?
That ain't far. Nigga,
Yeah,
that's
it's
2
like a 2-hour
hours.
drive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That ain't
You know, anywhere now it's just like 20 minutes. So yes, the dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
all of it.
I did drive cross country, so
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. I was flying. I wasn't driving this shit, bro.
I mean, when you're moving, you
I want to. I want to drive cross country.
It's pretty dope.
Definitely want to drive cross country.
I can't be in a car that long, babe. It don't even matter who I'm with.
Trust me.
Usually,
bro.
when you're with a certain amount of people,
This
or
nigga don't
certain
know.
people, you could
This
could have
nigga
fun. But like
obviously
from
don't know.
LA to like freaking Orlando, boy, I don't know.
Yo, when we drove to New
Yeah,
York,
yeah.
when we drove to New York, that was a lituation, bro.
You need some weed in the car to do
That
some
was
shit like
lit.
that.
I mean, me
And
and
y'all run out of weed before we get back, before we get to Carolina. Y'all was out of weed.
I would not be
that's
in the
some
car.
that's some risky business, bro.
I would not
That's
be
the
in
safest
car.
place to smoke, though.
In your car,
Yes, when you on the highway.
Yeah, you don't
where
want
it's
to get
illegal.
you don't want to get caught in a state
In
where it's
Madrid,
illegal,
say.
Ah,
bro.
okay.
Illegal. But still,
This
I be
nigga,
riding.
It's the safest place to smoke.
I be
You
riding.
just do the
Listen.
speed limit,
Listen,
and
I
you
ain't
good.
saying.
What they gonna do? They gonna say,
it's saving
they
and
gonna
smoking
say,
at home.
they gonna smell it and say, one of these cars that's clearly doing 80 right now, smoking some weed. Let's pull them all over.
I just saying, if you get pulled over for whatever reason, because
Facts.
guess what? You don't know if your tail lamp go out and they pull you over for your tail
Your
lamp.
tail lamp?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna say light?
It's a lamp?
Tail? Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it-
actually called the lamp.
Okay.
It's a tail lamp.
Because you a master technician as well.
Nah, I just know about cars.
Nah, yeah, but
I know shit too.
That's
but-
cool.
But yeah, you get pulled over with that just because your tail lamp out.
So let me get it straight. If we go cross country, right?
Uh-huh.
Someone in this room smokes. We're not gonna say who.
Uh-huh.
Someone in this room smokes a lot of marijuana.
Okay.
Right? So you saying when we go on this road trip, your level of fear is gonna rise.
if we're going to California, motherfucker, wait till we get to
I
California.
wouldn't say fair though.
You
More
are
of concern,
bugging.
right? More of
You are
concern.
bugging. You cannot tell a weed smoker, wait till you get from Florida to California to smoke, my
Oh,
nigga.
hold on.
Then you should fly then, rather than driving.
My question would then be, can somebody not wait 4 days?
It's a
4
legit
days.
question.
I just
Listen.
This guy is so.
listen,
this guy.
listen. It gonna be like 3 days, cause
Oh,
gonna
God.
smoke all the shit before we even probably get out of fucking Florida. But
That's
it's
exactly
it's
what
a-
happened.
it's
What about
at
the
least-
rest of the people that's in the vehicle?
Don't let
it's
don't
at
let him
least a-
drive either, man.
It's
Don't let
at
Rico
least
drive
start
either.
mission, know what I mean?
Don't let Rico drive either, because when he drives, your role is to sleep a little, so you could drive, but he don't let you sleep, because he would like roll the window down, doing 100 out of nowhere. You feel like you get sucked into a fucking vortex, like out of your sleep. It's the worst feeling in the world, bro.
I was pretty dope is when you get in Texas, speed limit is 80.
That's dope.
That's dope.
How
The
long it
speed
takes
limit?
you? How long it take you to get to Texas?
We just talking about that earlier, right? From Atlanta to Texas. The people
Yeah,
that-
from Atlanta to Texas, you got to at least it's at least a day. Like you go someplace, stop, sleep, and then the next day you'll be driving into Texas. Because it's 8 hours from here to New Orleans. Yeah, and then after New Orleans, I think it's one other state. Then it's Texas.
Oklahoma or something like that.
No, Oklahoma above Texas. I can't remember. I have to look it up.
So what's between Texas and Louisiana?
That's a good damn
Trivia
question.
today. Trivia question
I
of the
find
day.
it out right now.
Because we do that now.
Really. So my question is though, what about the rest of the people in the car when that particular person is smoking?
They just. That's why the windows go down.
Goddamn.
So you be like this.
Oh no! It is after Louisiana is Texas, but because once you get past Alabama, New Orleans right there, but you got to drive through the rest of Louisiana.
That's great. Looking at the map.
Yeah. It don't seem like a lot, but it's a flipping lot, bro.
So if you take Florida and New York and flip it horizontally, is it the same distance?
Nah,
No.
a lot further.
No, it's a 17-hour drive to New York, right?
If you ain't stopping like at
Yeah.
all?
Yeah.
Not even for gas.
Yeah.
It's probably
It's
17 hours.
Without stopping or anything, from here to LA is 39 hours. Maybe 36. It was 39 from Miami.
And you drove that by yourself?
No,
Okay.
it was
Nah.
me and one other person.
Because I'd have been pretty reckless. Try and drive that shit by yourself. But you made it seem like you drove by yourself.
Hey, that's
No,
some
no,
ti-
no,
hey,
no,
that's some
no.
shit.
Well, what I did was I went from Miami to New Orleans, stayed in New Orleans for 2 days, enjoyed, the whole French Quarter and all that.
That'd make a trip dope though. That would
Yeah.
make a trip dope, and it wouldn't seem so long.
Yeah.
And just stopping in random places.
No,
Nigga, if we
no,
go
you
on,
plan
if
out
we
the
go,
trip.
if we slide on the like when we went up, we stopped in DC for a minute. We bring in New Year, and DC was pretty lit. We stopped in Virginia. We did some shit in Virginia. We stopped in Philly, did some shit in Philly. We went to all the famous Philly cheesesteak spots. We've been to the fucking steps of Rocky, do the run up shit, the Eye of the Tiger shit. That was lit. Like we had fun going up there. You see what I'm
It
saying?
sounds fun, but the driving me stuck in a vehicle for
Nah.
hours is
You-
Nah,
crazy.
when you break it up and stuff like that, it ain't that bad.
How much times you did that before? How much legitimately road trips you been on?
me and Felicia did a lot of driving, like back and forth from GA, Florida, shit like that. But it wasn't
That's 7 hours at
Yeah,
most.
and I didn't like it. Even driving from Atlanta to Macon, which is like 2 hours
Yeah.
trip,
It was just you and
I
her?
fucking didn't like it.
It's
Yeah,
just you and her?
just me and her. I didn't like it.
No, but I get that because
Okay.
I've been in like that kind of situation, like driving back and forth. Like when I used to drive from Savannah to Orlando and stuff like that. Like going someplace that you already been and you going there for a particular reason and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It ain't really that exciting.
Yeah,
When you
but
drive
you
into
on some
somebody,
vacation shit,
yeah, and you going someplace new, like hey, you stopping in New Orleans and hey, yeah, maybe 8 hours.
Yeah,
But-
instead of flying over it.
But you got that 8 hour drive. You there talking shit and stuff like that, and by the time you get there and then you get to enjoy
I got a question for you.
city. What?
If this is possible, would you drive to like across the pond?
Across the ocean?
The pond, nigga. You know that's how they call it when you go from like America to London and shit.
If it was
They say
possible,
across the pond. Yeah, if they made that a possibility to
Nah.
like drive to Japan and shit, would you do it?
Nah.
in one, I would under one circumstance and one circumstance only. That's the road is incredibly smooth, right? Like they need perfect roads, and two, don't talk to me about no speed limit. It's gotta be like the Autobahn.
no, you're fucked already. Because you said under one condition. You just gave us two. You nigga just said, and two? Nah,
Okay.
you're fucked. It's
Two
either
conditions.
roads or speed limit.
It
Pick
takes,
pick it.
that's way too far.
What,
of a
across
drive.
the ocean?
That's way too far of a
Yeah.
drive. I wouldn't even attempt that.
A road across the ocean?
You'd have niggas doing that like
I'd fucking
crazy.
fly. There's no way. There's no
Nah,
way I'm
that's-
driving
that's
that
not-
shit.
that's at least couple
Any
hours. That's
gas-
at least
any
that
gas
could be like a
stations on the
40-hour
way?
slide.
By the rentals, the price for rental vehicles to do that shit is gonna be crazy.
Nah,
Nah,
going the
nah.
other way. Go the other way,
It's gonna be
Dito.
crazy.
Go the other way.
Nah, you'd have to.
That's crazy, player.
Nah, they'd have to have hotels along the way, like legit. You need to have at least.
Rest stops and shit.
You need to have at least 6 hotels.
Bro, that's like 2 Americas.
That's like a retirement vacation. That's not like a regular vacation. That's
Hey,
like you
at
all
least you go to
years
Japan
bucked up
though.
to
You
do
go
that
right to
shit.
Japan.
It's gonna take you weeks to get
Nah,
there.
but it have to have a smooth road, and I have to be able to drive a faster
It'll
speed
take you
limit.
about 3.
Faster
Because-
speed limit.
Hey, you can imagine.
Or,
Hey,
or no speed limit.
You can
I
imagine?
need to push my car to the max, cause buddy, driving that look like fucking 7,000 miles.
The manpower they
crazy.
need for like
That's
first
crazy.
responders
that's
and shit like that.
crazy, bro.
There's a lot to go into that.
Listen. You can imagine though,
That's-
like the
that's-
way I picture it in my head, way
That's
crazy.
way more than 10,000 miles, bro.
Yeah.
the way I picturing it in my head,
10
bro. Like look, like watch this, Dito. Look,
Uh-huh.
look. Imagine, right? It's just one big ass bridge with like maybe 5 or 6 gas stations, and that's it.
Nah, you need more than 5 or 6.
Gotta be crazy. You can
That's
imagine.
that's
you can't.
6,303 miles from here to Japan. From the US to Japan.
6,303 miles?
Imagine driving that.
Yeah, that's double the
But no.
That's-
But they
that's
have
ridiculous.
that. They have that. They have that from the point of like the middle of the U.S.
That's why I said the US.
Yeah, but what I saying is, right, like you coming from Cali, you could cut couple hundred miles.
It's not gonna be significant enough
Nah,
to
you-
drop.
you may-
It's
you may
not gonna
cut
be
off.
that much.
Cut
300.
off 800.
It's not gonna be that much.
That's still 5,000 miles.
That's a
Yeah.
drop in the bucket compared to 6,000 miles, boy.
You need cars that can run on water at that point.
A boat? I'm just saying.
You need a boat.
Really? Yeah.
But here's the thing: nobody drives their own boat over there. So Rico still got a point. We talking about you doing the drive. You road tripping with your niggas.
Yeah, bro.
Whatever the case.
You ain't want to get slipping in the middle of the ocean, dog.
Never. That's some
Nah.
scary
That's what I'm
shit, you
saying.
know.
The first responders is gonna be crazy. It takes forever for you. No, that's
Nah,
that's
you need
scary.
like
Some scary
20
shit.
gas stations, bro, because you can need to have a gas station like every 300 miles.
Anyway, that's
Especially
a
if you want to
far-
drive. Especially when you
Yeah.
drive the way this nigga trying to drive. Push your car to
The
the
pro-
limit. You be able to gas in no fucking time.
Probably every 200 miles.
Exactly. You be able to gas fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And hey, and the fucked up part is the people who be working in them gas stations that's in the middle. Like,
Yo.
you
How
Not
do you
even
get-
that.
How do you get to
If
work?
it's
That's
a, if it's
crazy,
a,
bro.
if it's a
Like,
lot
I-
of people doing it, you
what's
need
your
like
fucking
mega
commute?
gas stations to
Look
get
at
that
your
shit done.
commute. Look
Because
at your
the amount of
commute.
people that's gonna be stopping at these stations,
Yeah.
it's gonna be you're gonna have like a hotel / gas station
Yeah.
and charging ports and shit like that. Because some
Yeah.
ass is gonna try doing an eco-friendly vehicle.
Yeah.
Teslas.
Yeah,
Niggas gonna be trying to Tesla they shit. Oh, they gonna be Tesla in Japan.
Nah, bro. And you got storms in the fucking ocean.
Exactly.
Like, bro,
That's some different
that's-
shit.
Yeah, bro.
Look how I just fucked
Building
y'all
a-
up. Look how I just
building
And you're
I
like
just
concrete
created
over
a fucking
Riptides out of nowhere and
over
shit.
salt water. Over salt water.
Listen,
Nah.
What they call it? Rogue waves?
Yeah.
Rogue
well,
waves
well,
that fuck you up.
Well, actually, the way to do it to avoid all of that would to be do it underwater.
Fuck no.
hell no.
Fuck no.
Hell no.
I seen too
Next
much
topic.
I seen too much
Next
sci-fi shit, bro.
subject.
That's
Next
not gonna work.
subject. You ain't about to have me driving in
Nah,
no
bro.
tunnel underwater and shit, bro. Like, that's crazy.
At 100 miles
dog.
an hour.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All it take, listen to me, good
Or
bro.
80.
One
across.
person get in the accident,
Accident.
That's
and
it.
And some
explosion.
debris fucking, some
Crap.
shrapnel hit the fucking glass.
I
everywhere.
believe in structural advancement, but yo, nah, son. It's too much of a risk
Y'all-
factor, man. That's
Anybody,
crazy.
y'all been to the Georgia Aquarium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how thick the fucking the glass is for the where the
Yeah.
whale
It don't
sharks
make
is be at,
sense.
right? They gonna have to make it like must see 14 times thick as that.
It don't make sense, bro.
But
we
still,
got planes
and you
already.
talking about explosions.
We got planes that can fly over there
But guess
in
what?
way less of time.
But at the same time, right?
And a lot cheaper, because what you can spend in gas.
Life is all about
Exactly.
the experience. It's
Oh.
all about the experience of
Nah,
doing
bro.
it.
That's what I'm
driving
saying. It's
across
gonna be
the
like a
ocean?
retirement
How
type
much people can say?
situation.
How much people can say? Yo, I drove to Japan. I did the
How much people could
the
say they
tunnel to
actually flew to Japan? Not
You right.
much.
I don't
so
know.
I mean,
Don't
hey,
matter.
Well, you could have a port in Hawaii.
So that means you
Drive
gotta
to
come down
Hawaii
and
then go up.
I can see that happening.
and
too.
those even fucked up. If we ever like a next world war or some shit, you know that's gonna be getting targeted heavy,
Oh yeah.
heavy.
They,
But
they-
I ain't
they
see
break
that
harbor
happening
shit.
They waiting
anytime
for somebody
soon.
famous
You're
person
talking
to-
about World War. That's
Look
World
at these
War.
niggas is
fucking-
take it.
Even assassinations of someone very important.
yeah.
What they gonna do? Flood the whole fucking
But
shit?
who the fuck knows?
Bro, you think they care if they know? Think about it, bro. You know how much people hate Trump right now? If they say, "Oh, the president in the
Some real shit.
in the tunnel driving to Japan right now."
They shut the
Oh.
tunnel down.
Okay, it's over.
They shut the tunnel down.
It's over.
Nobody coming in and always accept the president.
Nah.
Shut the tunnel down. How you gonna cover all that mileage, flipping, of just water,
Don't forget the troops. It's everywhere, dog.
bro? Troops
fucking
ain't
troops.
all along that. If people gonna plan that, they can flipping. They can
Y'all
find
have
a way.
niggas stashing out in the tunnel in the
the-
middle of the ocean. You see where the mouse is right now?
The cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any fucking way. You see where that shit is, right? You see
Uh-huh.
you see where that shit is, right? To me, that's like you can't see nothing. 360 degrees. You can't see nothing but water, dog.
But
Yeah,
terrorists
that's
would
the
have a
scariest
field day,
shit.
bro.
A field day.
Terrorists would have a field day
Bruh,
with that shit.
They'll probably
Bec- and
fucking swim down there and plant bombs ready just for when that shit happens.
real.
Because you're bared, you know this.
No.
Okay.
That's great, bro.
Gotta call my
Even
mind
right now,
terrorist, bro.
even right now with planes and ships, when ships go down and planes go down, bro, in the middle of the ocean, they have a hard time finding people.
And then
Bro,
you have
the ocean, the Pacific Ocean is
And when you talking
big as
about,
fuck.
and then you have the turtle activists too. They're gonna harm the sea life and all kind of shit.
bro,
Peter ain't gonna be into that shit.
Nah,
when you talk about fucking
Not at all.
5,000 miles of flipping bridge, bro,
that's
or
crazy.
underground tunnel.
That's a dope.
That's trillions
That's
of
a dope
dollars.
name for a movie. 5,000 Miles of Bridge.
What would that-
Starring
what would
Vin Diesel.
What would that movie be
Live
about?
my life 5,000 miles at a time. You know what I mean?
Nah.
They might shoot a Fast and Furious on that shit.
Hey,
That's
the
be-
na-
you ain't
Definitely.
lying. The
Definitely.
final battle. They
Definitely.
fucking. And you know what's so fucked up? I'm glad you say that.
It's gonna be final.
I glad you say that
Fast and
because
Furious
the one
50 or some
because
shit.
the Fast and Furious movie when Letty was on the bad guy team
yeah.
and they was on that runway for like fucking 6 hours. That makes sense now. Now it makes sense.
That'd be like
They had a they was on a
Fast
they was
50 or
they was
some
on a
shit.
5,000 mile runway
Yeah.
on the end of, at the end of the fucking at the end of that movie, dog.
And you see this next one, they flipping got planes with magnets and shit.
I mean
I ain't,
I ain't surprised, bro.
I'm not even sure if I want to watch that next one.
I ain't surprised.
I ain't see that that
I gotta
trailer
watch
yet.
I think it's played out.
Hey, listen, if y'all really loved Hobbs and Shaw, y'all need to revoke all y'all movie license. Y'all
I-
like corny
I
shit.
hated that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I would have
trash.
been fine with like a Jason Statham and someone else, but Dwayne, it was way over the top, corny. It's like too much. It was way too much.
I guess. The next thing is it was another group of ladies we met there at the Podfest. They call what would their podcast?
Dripping in darkness.
Tripping in darkness.
Yep.
Now, if y'all into some tangs,
BDSM. BDSM.
if y'all into some tangs, hey, listen, all right. Well, it ain't really all about it. It's majority of it, but they also talk about like relationships and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but it's a dope. It's a like when we was talking to them, it's really really dope. Y'all should definitely check it out.
It's
But
Dripping
y'all
in Darkness 69, actually.
on
Yeah.
on
Instagram.
On
I say
It's on Instagram. On Instagram.
Definitely check them out,
So
man. Check them out.
if
Check them
y'all
out.
interested in getting tied up, whips and chains and all of that type of stuff,
They have an episode here with their description.
But they say
Uh-huh.
girls
I'm
just
wondering
wanna
if
have fun.
I wondered if I should read this shit.
read the description, right?
Episode 3: Toys, cosplay, sex dolls, being impregnated by aliens. Hell yeah.
When they got like green check marks next to each.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
See,
Listen.
some interesting shit. Definitely.
When you like, for instance, like you gotta listen to it though, because your initial reaction to when you hear like it's something about BDSM,
Yeah.
you like, ah, you know what I mean? But it's a lot more to
Definitely.
it. So
And then seeing them
definitely
and
check-
speaking to them and
yeah,
telling them and seeing like that.
seeing them and speaking them, it's a different
Right,
situation.
Yeah, but you know it's crazy. I mean, we presenting this to the audience and stuff, and they're gonna listen. They're gonna hear it, and you know, if it was in a public forum where you know they listening to the podcast with some people, they may be like, I ain't gonna check that out. But in the back of their mind,
you
they're
never
like,
know what they into. Like,
Yeah.
when them by themselves for real. They,
Yeah.
they may be
I
like
gonna
secretly
check
into
this
that
out.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see myself, you know, Pornhub and then Dripping in Darkness and like in the next tab.
Would you ever try BDSM? Though?
What? BDS.
Like for real though.
Personally, I ain't gonna lie. Personally, you can't tie me up, dog. You can't tie me up. You can't handcuff me. You definitely ain't blindfolding me.
What about whips and jeans?
Nah.
Not at all.
You can't wipe me neither, bro. That ain't a hard dick situation. Like my dick ain't be hard. I get hit across the back with some shit, or a paddle to my ass and shit.
What, they got feathers and stuff.
Yeah, they
too?
got
I
that shit
I
too.
from the Bahamas, bro. I used to get whipped in my
They got
ass.
feathers and stuff.
Pause on my pause. I used to
You
get
whipped
I
in
used-
his ass.
Yeah, I used to get.
Yo.
We used to get beaten in school, but you see they said so.
Nah, but they got things. They got like sex swings.
Yeah, ain't a
and
sex-
stuff
a
like
sex swing.
Traditional
Yeah.
sex is get boring after a while, right? So
Yeah.
eventually
Shout
you're gonna have to try
shout
some
out
new shit.
BDSM. Yeah, bro. You got you
That
never
nigga-
you never
nigga
do
shout out the
the
whole gang.
yeah
BDSM.
shout them
Shout
out.
out the
But
whip
you never do the
chains.
dice. Know what I mean? Roll the dice.
That's also all of that is considered
Or
BDSM.
you never do the cards. I don't know. I mean,
That's the thing, though.
What cards?
I don't know.
Yeah,
They
listen,
got
what
they got all
BDSM
type of
cards?
shit. They got whips and chains. They got special games. Know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, shout out shout out to them dog. Shout them out.
Yeah, they got special games, whips and chains. I don't know.
So I asked you, but Dito, would you actually try it? Any BDSM?
Of course he would.
Would you like?
I'd have to know more about it.
Hmm.
Because is that BDSM? This is what they say. It involves any of the. It says BDSM is an acronym that refers to a specific type of erotic behavior or play that may involve any of the following: bondage and discipline, dominance and submission, and sadism and masochism.
Nah, I think
So-
they playing
But
cards.
don't you have a bit of that already in traditional sex?
You know dice.
Yeah, I
you know
think no
cards.
dice.
You know dice.
Yeah, I
and none
think
of
no
that
dice.
involved in that play.
Yeah.
Don't you have like a bit of that
Unless that
already?
dice
in,
got
in
some money
traditional
involved.
sex, like the whole
The dominance.
choke me shit. You know,
I
isn't
mean-
that
I
isn't
mean,
that like
that's-
already a normal thing in sex?
I mean, I've never choked anybody,
Okay.
so I mean,
It's a semi-normal thing.
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
mean,
I mean, hey, choke me.
who's your daddy? That shit
Listen,
class too.
I don't. I mean,
But
but
is it-
I guess there's a
You
little.
ain't
a
want
slight-
you ain't want be sexing the girl and you ask who's a daddy and then she call her real daddy name. Like
That
you met him before. What
that-
are you doing? You met him before.
if that would happen during sex, you should break up or kick out. Like, yeah.
Either
mean-
way, either way.
I mean, I think there's a slight bit in terms of dominance and submission. There's a slight bit. It ain't heavy.
For
but
me-
but when you're talking about like some of the stuff you're seeing, and I mean, I brought it up to them about the whole 50 Shades of Grey thing. I mean, they said it ain't like that ain't really what it's all about. But I mean, that is
Yeah,
some of it.
she's
you know
saying
what I mean?
you have to like allow it. It ain't like
Right.
somebody like running up in your shit and whipping you naked.
But she did.
like, you
But
know
she
what I
did
mean?
allow it in 50 Shades, though.
Yes,
She,
yes. I get that. But what I mean is like the whole dominance and submission thing is like you have your safe word over that whatever, and you go into whenever you're in this mode, like you go into this room, and when you're in this room, unless the safe word is said, like if you're the dominant, she gotta do whatever you say. Whatever, at least whatever is
And if
within
you
the
like-
bounds of you know.
And if you like,
what y'all
if you
agree
like close to killing her, then she just say the safe word. You say and vice versa.
Say safe at home. Safe.
I mean, and then they got, it ain't just whips and chains. Then they got feathers and
the whole
Shit
cuff
like that.
thing doesn't
tickle your
seem too
bongy
bad. You know?
feathers.
Cuff to like a bad head or some shit.
You-
Unless you don't know the person.
You
obviously.
let leash cuff you?
Yeah, I would. I would.
She done cuff him.
Nah, not yet. I would though.
he say not yet.
I don't see an
Yeah.
issue with it. Eventually, sex is gonna get boring.
She cuffs you and say, "Kevin, let me see your phone."
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that.
Kevin, what your password is?
Yeah, her finger works.
Oh, okay.
Be good.
Okay.
it's
Kev.
We got. I do the cuffs thing. Yeah, the cuffs thing
definitely,
is.
I'll do that
is-
shit.
You get handcuffed.
Yeah, that cuffs thing is small play. The dice and the
That's
cards. Know what I
small-
mean, that's what
small
I'm talking
play.
about. I
That's small
fucks it.
play.
I
Y'all
fucks with
niggas
the
married.
dice.
Y'all niggas married and almost
I
married.
fucks
type
with the
situation.
dice and the
I
cards.
mean, with that kind of stuff, in terms of getting cuffed,
Cuffs
I
had
got-
some cushion on them though. She ain't about to fuck up, wrench up my wrist. Fucking ratchet my shit all fucking booze up.
Stop resisting.
my ass might as well be. What?
Listen, bro. Listen.
Hell nah.
Me, I ain't gonna lie. If I get into that, I'd probably go along the role play aspect of shit. I can't get tied up and fucking.
I can't do the role play shit.
I
It's
can't get
weird
tied
to
up
me.
in
It's like
shit,
cringy
bro.
to me.
You ain't tying me up, bro.
I can't do the role play shit.
You ain't tying me up.
I don't know. I was watching a show the other day, whereas they was doing this role play thing. But what the dude would do is flipping. He'd like go into a bar and he'd start talking to a chick or whatever, like actually talking to a chick and getting her to the point of like, they about to make out or something, and like he there like waiting, like it got to a point where he like girl was ready for whatever, and his actual girl is supposed to storm in and supposed to be like catching him cheating type thing. That's like
But the girl was in on the plan?
no, the girl that he met, no.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that shit would cause you get killed.
That ain't BDS.
And
Yeah,
so-
yeah, that's
and so-
stupidity.
And then this
That's
girl,
a longer word.
This girl
Suicide.
This girl would come in and act like, oh, I catch him cheating type of shit, and make a whole big fuss or whatever, and then they go
So,
do whatever.
And they have
do.
makeup sex.
what if the stranger was down with the shits, right? And his girlfriend walks in the door and starts to freak out, and she just pops off. And
What if
that's
she
it.
late? What if she
What do
late?
you mean?
With
What
the
if she
shits?
late?
Huh?
If the stranger's with the shits, like she's in for the bullshit,
Right.
and his girl walks in and starts making noise and freaking out,
And sloppy girl.
and this and this chick gets
Head
up and it's
right
like,
off.
"Yo, I'm ready. What's up?"
She'd be like,
well,
"Oh,
That's
I know,
that'll be
I
a
know.
different situation, though, right?
I know. I mean, it is a TV show, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's probably
that TV
scripted as
show
fuck
shit.
then.
Interested. But definitely check them out. I know I'm gonna check them out. I'll see what's going on with the episodes.
Yep.
It's called, once again, is Drippin', DRIPPIN, not ING. Drippin' in Darkness.
69.
69. That's on Instagram. Definitely check them out. So it might be some little they probably dropping gems in there too. So fellas, if y'all want to listen to that too,
What, Pearl?
Yeah, I
Jam?
give you some
Gems.
little tips or something.
for real talk.
Yeah,
The
okay.
conversation we had,
That's what I'm talking about.
it wasn't negative for me. I didn't get that kind of vibe. So yeah.
They may be
listen,
they may be trying to drop pearls in your house.
yeah.
Yo,
Hey, people into that. People into
This
that.
why
That's part of it,
and this
too.
is why I can't get tied up, dog. That's my fear, dog. Like I ain't gonna let you tie me up,
Like, they literally-
and then I am to your whim.
They
Like
lit-
you feel what I
Oh,
say?
God.
They
I
literally
cannot
have
be
something
tied up.
called anal beads, bro.
I
So
can't be tied up naked, bro. Like naked tie up. You out of your mind, bro.
They come lick your butt,
Out-
lick your
you
butt crack,
out of
bro.
your mind.
How you feel, bud?
I can't be tied up.
how you
bro.
feel with the hot wax situation?
What you mean the candle wax
They
shit?
drip like candle wax.
I never had it like on my body, but I got candle wax on my hands and shit.
And you would intentionally put it on your hands, like playing with the candle, right?
Yeah, fucking
And
around.
fuck around,
with it.
watch.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I actually used to
Drop
dip
some
my
of that on
hand
your
in-
cock
in
head,
can-
I
then.
mean, it's to drop some on my hand and shit
yeah,
too.
drop some of that on your
I
cock
don't,
head. See how you feel.
I don't
See
know
how
how
you
I
feel.
would feel being
See how
tied
you
up.
feel with hot wax on the tip of your cock. You see how you feel with that.
Nah.
Exactly my point. But guess what though?
I mean, that's something-
guess what? You fucking tied up like this, nigga.
That's what I'm saying,
Cock
blindfolded.
out. You tie up like this. Like what you gonna do?
And she
Move.
drank it.
You gonna tell a gal.
Have a
move?
drink some coffee.
Nah, but you have
This
to
nigga-
agree with it
this
though.
nigga- And this nigga come again. I'm gonna drink some coffee.
Some hot tea.
You have to agree with it though. It's not just like they're gonna tie you up and do
what
what
you
the fuck
call
they
that?
want.
What you call that?
Ooh,
What
I
you call
call
it?
that the morning wake up.
The morning wake up. Okay.
I mean.
I'll tell you one thing. That's a good way to start
He
your
said
day.
the
You'll be
morning wake up
you'll be
drive.
energized as fuck.
But hey, I want
Hey.
we gonna let the fans know that Monday Mashup gonna start to be a media mashup or a media Monday, a movie Monday, where we reach out into that type of stuff.
I mean, you could tell them. I mean, you
No,
tell
that's
you
what I
tell
said.
them. You can tell them. You
Hey,
could reveal its secrets.
hold on. Yeah, but we gonna move into that.
Well, you tell him. You telling me like I ain't noticed. Like I ain't saying. You can tell. You can tell them. I ain't trying to figure out what you doing, son. Like that's. Yeah. So Mondays we gonna switch it up a little bit on Mondays and we gonna dive into that media role, and we ain't talking about like social media. We talking about movies, TV shows, you know what I mean, music, things like that. So we gonna be doing a lot more like conversations about things like that. So I know the last one we talked about was what we did last. So we did some music shit last, or we talking about movies last in that aspect.
I can't remember, honestly.
'Cause I know we-
Probably was movies.
yeah, it's probably no.
It's games.
Video games. It's video games. Yeah, we did
But,
video games last. So, but yeah, we gonna be switching it up a little bit on Mondays. But yeah, Podfest 2020 was a hit.
Definitely gonna be there for 2021.
It was legit. Yeah, we gonna make an appearance in 2021. So if y'all wanna check us out in person and shit, you know what I mean? Definitely y'all can slide through. Podfest 2021.
Oh, fabulous business.
I can't remember the name of our podcast. Honestly.
Fabulous business.
Fabulous.
It's fabulous business. Yeah.
Go ahead, speak it.
So
Go
hold
ahead.
on. So
Spit it out there.
whispering it in a recorded mic. What did that do?
Nah, it's just saying.
That
I
was
can't
just-
remember.
I'm confused. You talking about him or the demo at the show?
No, him.
Ah, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, she's a nice lady. She's a really cool person. That's about it.
I didn't have the pleasure of meeting
just check
her.
out her podcast. She helps you out with anything business related.
yeah,
I
it's
ain't had the
I
pleasure
guess
of
it's
meeting her like y'all.
fabulous business.
Basically.
When you look it up on iTunes or Google Podcasts or whatever, and then when you look it up, it's a fucking big pink background.
Yeah, pink,
Can't miss it.
sparkly, like unicorn sparkly background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
some dope people though.
it was overall I wasn't disappointed, whatever the case. But yeah, it was definitely legit. But you got anything else for us?
Yes, sir. That's the Monday Mashup. That's it. I mean, yeah. We gonna be moving up. YODC. I mean, they got some new equipment and shit. Educate ourselves on our podcast, and hopefully some good things gonna come out of it, and we gonna move forward for the viewers.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all for like just sticking with us and watching it and laughing with us and going back and forth with us as well. We appreciate y'all for that too, man. But it's your opinion don't count. It's the Monday Mashup. We out.